Hey guys, Island Homesteader here. Way behind on getting things planted this year. Of course, you know we've been moving, so that's kind of messed everything up. But I just come in from commercial fishing, already dirty, so from fishing. So I figured it's a good time to come over here and at least get a few things planted. It's late in the afternoon. Hopefully you can hear okay. It's a little windy like usual around here, but I'm going to plant potatoes today, and I'm planting my potatoes this year a little different than I've planted them in the past. I'm going to grow them in plastic pots, kind of like the guys in England with the allotments do. That's how I'm going to do mine this year. So this is allotment style, I guess, potato planting, and here's how I'm going to do it. I've got these 10-gallon, or I think they're approximately 35-liter plastic pots. The guys over there usually use 30-liter pots, and this was the closest I could find. I think they're 35 liters. They're 10 gallons. I bought them from a place in Canada. Dubois Agroinovation was the only place I could really find them. Those guys all used bag compost, which is pretty much just a potting mix. They call it compost. I'm going to use this Miracle-Gro potting mix like I've used before in other containers that I've grown. It's got some fertilizer in it, so I'm really not going to put any fertilizer in it. One reason is I don't have any. I thought I did and I don't, so I'll have to fertilize them later on. But I am going to add some of this. This is it's a mineral supplement, ironite. It's got a little bit of fertilizer in it, but it's got a whole bunch of different minerals. I don't know how much of that you can read. Sulfur, which is good for potatoes, boron, iron, manganese, molybdenum, zinc. So this stuff doesn't really have any of that, so I'm going to get those in there. I'm growing 3 different kinds. I'll have Red Norlands, Yukon Gold, and then these organic Purple Majesty. So there'll be 4 pots of Red Norlands, 4 pots of Yukon Golds, and 2 pots of Purple Majesty. And what I'm going to do to know which pot is which is I'm going to take this paint pen. You can't use permanent marker because it'll fade away in the sun. But this is a paint pen, and I'm going to mark on each pot what's in the pot. Alright, so here's my code on each of the pots. RN3 and then the date. That's Red Norland. There's 3 seeds in that one, and then that's today's date that I planted them. That'll be Yukon Gold, 3 in a pot, and today's date. Purple Majesty, 3 in a pot, and today's date. Alright, nothing real special to planting these. Alright, these will be the Purple Majesty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few inches, probably 4 or 5 inches of potting mix down at the bottom of the pot, and then I'll put some of the mineral supplement in there with it, mix that up. I'll put however many seed potatoes I'm going to put, and this pot is going to be the Purple Majesty with 3 in it. So I'll put the 3 seed potatoes down in there, and then depending on how much big the sprouts are, the shoots are coming off of the seed potatoes, I'll cover those over by a few inches. It'll probably end up being about half full. The pot will be of the potting mix, and then as the potatoes grow, I'll fill the pot up with potting mix until we get to the top of the pot, so that they're not just all being filled up at one time. You gradually fill them up with the soil or your potting mix, whatever it is, when you're growing them in a container like that. That way, hopefully what happens is they continue to send out buds. They bud and make potatoes apparently just a little bit below the surface of the soil, so if you keep changing that surface, they're supposed to send out more buds and hopefully fill this whole pot with potatoes. And this potting mix is real dry. It's been sitting for a while actually. So once I get them planted, I'll water it really well. No, that's not as dry as I thought. Alright, break up any big clumps. May actually be a little more potting mix than I needed at the bottom. Okay. Just, I don't know, a sprinkle of this then give it a good mix. Okay, level it off. This one is the Purple Majesty, 3 potatoes. So since this one's going to be 3, I'll try to take 3 of the smaller ones. They've already grown through that mesh. Try to get them out of this bag without breaking them. Okay, and I broke a little bit of that one off. And let's do this one. Okay, now what I've seen, and it's not really a problem on these, what I've seen most of these guys do over in England is they will break off all but 3 of the best eyes. So that eye's already sprouted, this eye is sprouted, and this eye is sprouted, so I'm going to plant that up. And I'm going to, any other eyes, there aren't any really eyes coming off of there. So I'm going to evenly space these. This one I'll put right there. Let's see. 3 good eyes, so I'll break any of these off. And I'll put this one, space it over here, and then this one doesn't have anything else, so I'll put it right there. So that's my 3 potatoes down in a pot. I'll cover this up just so it covers up all of these sprouts, and then that'll be it. And that's that. But that's it. That's how I'm planting potatoes this year. This is how I'm going to grow them in these pots. I'll give them a try. If it works out, then next year I'll get some more. Here they all are after being planted and watered. These will be moved over to our other house. Alright guys, thanks for watching. God bless.